Good morning, Grenada. It's your boy Troy Gill, and welcome to Rise and Shine. Of course, we have lots of information, great content coming your way, but we want to start with this morning's fitness to get you pumped and ready for today. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great. Can I use it to check my bill balance?
Absolutely. Let me show you. Enter your account number and Grenlec access number, and that's it. You can now check your balance, track your usage, receive outage alerts, and get updates from Grenlec in real time. You can even use the app to report a power outage or a fault with a pole or street light. Add as many accounts as you want. Track your business account, apartment rentals, and Granny's account, all in one convenient place.
Thanks, Susan. I'll be telling everyone I know about Grenlec's new app.
The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Hello everyone, it's your boy Troy Gill, and we are here at Geomax Gym Grenville. And of course, if you are in the Grenville area and you're looking for a gym, you can come to Geomax. Geomax opens from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Of course, we want to get all pumped and ready for today, so I'm going to be demonstrating 3 exercises, all right, to get your heart pumping, get your blood flowing, get you ready to start your day. All right, so you guys ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and easy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Upward punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, punches guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right, guys, so we're gonna take a 20-second break, and remember, like I always say, always keep drinking your water. Take sips of water in and between your workout, guys. That is essential. It's important to stay hydrated. All right, so we're gonna do 2 more sets of this routine. Ready, guys? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Upward punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys. If you are following, and keep drinking your water, guys. All right, remember that exercise is important, guys. Right, get your heart pumping, get your blood flowing, help you to burn some calories. All right, guys. So we got 1 final set, and then we're gonna call it a day. Hope you guys are ready. Are you guys ready? Have you been following? All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Upward punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward punches. 1. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Good job, guys, if you're following. All right, guys, I hope you benefited from this session, guys. Remember, any form of movement, every form of exercise is important, guys. And like I always encourage you to drink your water. Remember to stay hydrated. All right, guys, we are experiencing some really hot conditions, and so it's important to stay hydrated. And I also want to encourage you as well to make healthy choices. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. See you again next time.
Some of the language we may hear, people loosely use, girl, you're crazy, or this is crazy, and you think to yourself, is that the way you should say this? Now, there might be someone in the room that have a mental illness, And if they're here, you're using that term and you like no regard for their condition. And with the condition too, and with language, you always put the person first. So you don't say a crazy person. And you not say that word at all, right? They have a mental illness, and you shouldn't say mentally ill person. A person living with a mental illness. And this is where language comes in. So sometimes healthcare professionals, we as well, we have a role. So if we are using correct terminologies, good language, proper language, then the people seeking help and other people, not as you mentioned, you go there for one condition, but people associate you with that another condition and you're thinking, okay, well, no. But if we use proper language at the setting, we can have better treatment, better management. So in terms of diabetes, same thing. You don't say diabetic. You say a person living with diabetes for all the conditions. And this is how stigma comes in. So we want to prevent stigma, we want to fight against, and last year PAHO had a virtual course. So on their website, the virtual campus, I did the course. It was with the Caribbean countries, so mainly they had psychologists there. As a nutritionist, I was interested because I am seeing clients and some of them, they have some mental issues going on, so I want to understand better, right? And how can I help them manage their condition and not just think of them having a condition like a mental illness. So the course, it ran for 4 months and it was great, and I learned a lot, which I have, information that I can share with the public, with my colleagues, with my clients, to help really understand stigma, understand their condition, and help them manage their condition.
I'm Tony Julian with the details. Despite the fluidity of the COVID-19 pandemic and the recent increase in COVID-19 cases, hundreds of students across the country will sit the Caribbean Primary Assessment Exams, or CPEA, on Thursday and Friday. According to Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Angela Findlay, she does not believe the students' ability to sit exams will be gravely impacted on by the pandemic at this time.
Well, as it stands, it is not expected to have any serious impact on the ability of the centers to execute the exams on the 2 days. As with all times, there are measures in place at the level of CXC and even locally to deal with children who, for one reason or the other, may be sick on the day of an exam and thus unable to sit it. They're what they call hardship measures, and those are implemented where children are unable to take a particular exam.
Despite the adjustment to the schedules for the CSEC and CAPE exams to the 23rd of May, she indicated that no adjustment has been made for the CPEA. 1,804 students are expected to sit the CPEA exams, 1,135 for Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence of the CCSLC, 2,426 for CSEC, and 320 for CAPE. The Customs and Excise Division has received an interceptor vessel to strengthen its capacity and enhance its border security measures and marine unit. This after the recent signing of a loan agreement between the Government of Grenada and the CARICOM Development Fund, CDF, for the second cycle of the Country Assistance Program. The CDF, in collaboration with the government, presented the vessel to Grenada's Customs and Excise Division. CDF Chief Executive Officer of the CARICOM Development Fund, Rodinald Suma, said that they are happy to contribute as this is in keeping with its goal to assist with building the capacity of member states.
It's not very often we get the opportunity to look at the tangible results of cooperation, and this certainly is an example. This asset is going to be invaluable to the Customs Department in rolling out its capacity to manage the borders better. It's also going to help with the establishment of the Marine Unit of the Customs Department, and this is consistent with the mission of the CDF to build the capacity of member states in the various areas in which they need to provide services to stakeholders, to facilitate trade in particular. And of course, this is where the border management becomes critical. So this is a particular pleasure for us to be here to help to officially launch this.
Acting Comptroller of Customs and Excise, Algernon Belfon, says a vessel will significantly help in carrying out the various tasks of the division.
This asset gives us the advantage of really being able to execute our objectives and responsibilities in relation to border security, in relation to servicing our pleasure craft sector, and to provide a plethora of advantages to our stakeholders. So today is a momentous one for us, and we look forward to better service from the Customs Division as we work forward to improve the way we do business in going forward for the Customs Division.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, with the support of CARICOM Development Fund, or CDF, and the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, ICA, is looking forward to improved operations at the Mirabeau Abattoir in St. Andrew as part of efforts to strengthen food security and risk management.
A three-member delegation from the CARICOM Development Fund, comprising of Chief Executive Officer Mr. Rodinald Sumar and two program specialists, along with National Specialist at ICA, Derek Charles, and officials from the Ministry of Agriculture, recently conducted a site visit at the facility to understand the operations and assess its needs.
The specific purpose of our visit at this time, not having been able to travel for the last 2 years, is to physically visit the facility and to understand the operations better, and to see how the contribution from the CDF will help to enhance the operations, ensure that the facility operates to international standards, and then there are elements in the project apart from the provision of equipment that will ensure that we meet health and safety requirements. For example, staff need to be trained in the application of HACCP procedures, because the emphasis on health and safety and food and nutrition security is absolutely critical at this time.
That was Chief Executive Officer Mr. Rodinald Sumar. ICA conducted a thorough assessment of the abattoir in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, strengthened the capacity of the staff in food safety, and assisted in the mobilization of resources to replace aging equipment. The organization is also playing an integral role in securing funding from the CDF for the project. The national specialist at ICA is Derek Charles.
The abattoir is a relatively new facility, not relatively new in terms of building, but new in terms of the activities that have been done in the abattoir. I think they started doing work here in 2014, but the real crux of the matter started around 2017, 2018, when we realized that there is need to actually use the abattoir to its full potential. And then the Ministry of Agriculture approached ICA, and ICA was able to provide technical assistance for the abattoir. Part of that technical assistance was in formulating the project and developing the project that was submitted to the Caribbean Development Fund for funding.
The manager for the abattoir, Karen Samuel, explained that the funding from the CDF will improve operations for staff and food consumption.
The funding will aid us tremendously because, one, we were able to ensure that we have safe meat to the public, and two, also it will help improve the proper functioning and operation for us here as well as the staff.
The institution is funding the rehabilitation of the abattoir through an ICA-supported project. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Patricia Charles from the community of Telescope St. Andrew has been crowned Queen at the 2022 annual Peter Bain Upper Level Mother's Day Queen Show at Victoria Park in Grenville on Sunday, with Kayla George of Sobeys placing second. Some of the highlights of the evening's activities, as many came out to support the 7 contestants and of course to pay homage to the late cultural icon Peter Bain, who passed away in October 2021, and now his family is endeavoring to continue his legacy.
For 1 year, so that you will be able to take off with your business and you will be able to be successful to help you and your family.
Thank you, Mr. Bain. Mr. Bain, nobody never ever do that for me. I'm grateful.
Well, Ms. Charles, what I'm seeing here that you're negative.
Doctor say I'm negative. Oh God, are you dead? Doctor say I'm negative. No. I'm negative, Doctor say I'm negative.
Charles.
Yes, Doctor.
Yourself. Negative means you're safe. You don't have anything.
Thank you, Doctor.
Well, I'm very happy to see the support today. The weather was very good, and I'm very grateful to the people that came out to support us. I cannot complain, and so far everything is going very good. And I must say thank you very much to all the people who come out, the sponsors and everyone who helped us in one way or the other to make it. I'm very proud and I'm very happy.
Well, we are very thrilled and very happy to continue the legacy of Mr. Bain, Since he passed away in October 2021, we have opened up his establishment and now we have a successful Queen Show, as you see. We're happy to still have the fans on board, They keep the trust in us because they know we'll keep providing the positive legacy that he continued. And we're looking forward to also bringing out the mass band this year, which will be a tribute to him. Legends never die, a tribute to Mr. Peter Bain.
7 beautiful ladies who represent the various villages in St. Andrew at this year's Miss Upper Level 2022. Aren't they beautiful? Miss Patricia Charles, ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Upper Level Mother's Day Queen.
Over 200 Grenadian citizens were granted scholarships from the People's Republic of China during the past 6 years, according to H.A. Wei Hongtiang, ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Grenada. We have more in this report.
Diplomatic relations between the People's Republic of China and Grenada were established on the 1st of October 1985, and since then the relationship between both countries continued to grow. Since the re-establishment of diplomatic ties with Grenada in 2005, the People's Republic of China has provided scholarship opportunities to study in China under the Chinese government scholarship program. His Excellency Wei Hongtian, ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Grenada, spoke of some of the scholarships citizens have received over the years.
As of last year, 232 Grenadian citizens were granted full Chinese government scholarship. Though they choose different subject majors. More than 100 majors they choose is. As it relates to healthcare, about 16 of them. Out of this 232 students, about 16 of them took medicine as their majors. So they learn in different medical university in China. I think some of them have already graduated from China.
The MOFCOM scholarships are higher education programs sponsored by the Ministry of Commerce of China. This institution started the scholarship to enhance the education and skills of the top business and government officials from the recipient countries.
Another program is called MOFCOM, degree education program. That MOFCOM means Ministry of Commerce of China. They also provide scholarship for Canadian students for master degree and doctor degree. So I hope that Canadian students could use this opportunity to pursue their higher education in China.
He also mentioned other scholarships that were received by Grenadians over the years.
The other one is the human resource training program. The Chinese government organized many seminar, workshop, and short-term training program for Canadian friends. For the past 16 years, about 1,900 Canadian friends have attended this program in China in various fields. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we could not hold these courses or seminars physically in China. So we changed to virtual training. So, and tomorrow evening there will be a virtual open ceremony. It's called pest management of tropical crops in Grenada. So more than 30 Grenadian friends will join this training course from tomorrow.
The COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting economic recession continue to negatively affect many people's mental health and have created new barriers for people already suffering from mental illness and substance use disorders. According to health officials, mental health cases are rising due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic.
The COVID-19 pandemic has had a severe impact on the mental health and well-being of people around the world, while also raising concerns of increased suicidal behavior. In addition, access to mental health service has been severely obstructed in parts of the world. Director of the Pan American Health Organization, Dr. Carissa Etienne, spoke of the issues of mental health during the pandemic.
As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to affect our region, with disproportionately high rates of illness and deaths, what we have seen is a concurrent mental health pandemic, and this has been well recognized in our region. Higher rates of mental health conditions, most specifically depression and anxiety, have been reported in many countries in the region. The mental and neurological symptoms that are associated with post-COVID-19 conditions are also becoming an evolving challenge. We see continued disruptions in services for mental, neurological, and substance use conditions, and this is another problem for our countries. As mental health conditions are rising, we saw that there were breaks in the mental health services.
When addressing mental health and COVID-19, Etienne says a post-pandemic recovery is important.
So effectively addressing mental health impact of COVID-19, we think is essential to post-pandemic recovery and to safeguarding the progress that we've already achieved in this region today. We have seen the effects of the pandemic on mental health. So now let's see what we can do together to catalyze mental health reform and to build back better. To build back better, we need more resilient mental health systems and services
for the long term in the Americas.
She says PAHO, together with partners, is providing guidance and assistance to the region of the Americas during the COVID-19 pandemic to help support the mental and overall well-being of everyone, especially those who might require extra support during this difficult time.
So we expect that the commissioners will prepare a report with key recommendations to improve mental health in the Americas and to transform mental health systems and services following the COVID-19 pandemic. I expect that the report will be completed in the last quarter of this year, and we are planning to bring this report to the attention of member states at the Pan American Sanitary Conference in September, and to put forward some recommendations so member states can agree on, and that we shall have a resolution that will lead to these strengthened mental health services within a transformed and resilient.
Nikita Hosten, MTV News.
The final day for voting for your favorite contestant in the 8th Regional Caribbean Rising Stars in Beauty 2022 competition is tomorrow, the 10th of May. 2 Grenadians are among the finalists who are all preparing for the final on the 14th of May. As we hear in this report, the competition is divided into 4 categories, including makeup and barbering.
2 Grenadians are proudly representing the country in the final round of the 8th Regional Caribbean Rising Stars in Beauty competition. Kelvin Thompson, a reporter in St. David, is one of the finalists of the 8th Regional Caribbean Rising Stars in Beauty 2022 competition hosted by the Career Development Institute. The competition is designed to recognize and advance regional talent and support youth. Finalist in the competition, Kelvin Thompson, who is a barber by profession, spoke of the opportunity.
Well, as I say, I've been doing barbering for close to 17 years now professionally. If I were to boast, I would say I've been doing barbering for over 20 years now. You understand? And at that time, as I said, I would have moved from starting to where I started from using a razor blade and a comb and a pair of scissors, you understand? And right now it has graduated. You know?
Thompson spoke of the competition.
Okay, so with me particularly, my primary motivation is that, you know, as I said before, it was one thing, and now through passage of time I've recognized that there are some areas in the industry that would be lacking in Grenada. And my whole initiative is that, you know, right now to become like professionally, you know, validated as certified in Grenada, there is not really the level that I would like it to be at. So my whole drive and my whole vogue is towards taking it to that level where...
Lornette Stevens, a hairdresser in the competition, also spoke to MTV News.
In your department? I started this thing since in school. And Pineapple could sit down there and give her testimony, because back in school, she was my guinea pig.
Oh, you just trying out everything on her first.
And then I started home. I worked at 2 salons, and the last salon I really worked at helped me to reach to this level I'm at now, because, well, I started at Shoma in Grenville. They had a little ups and downs, and then I started with Michelle on St. John's Street.
6 CARICOM countries participated in the competition, including Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The finals commence tomorrow, and Grenada's 2 participants are encouraging individuals to go on Facebook and vote. Thompson explained the process of voting.
We've come to the realization that the voting system they have in place, it is difficult to navigate if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. So
tell us about it.
Okay, so in order to vote correctly, because I can put up the post on my page, and if you like it on my Facebook page, that does not constitute a vote. You can put up on your page, and if somebody likes it on your page, that does not constitute a vote. Actually, what has to happen is that you have to go to the Career Development Institute page on Facebook. You can type in CRSIB on Facebook. That is the Caribbean Rising Stars in Beauty.
You're supposed to do that right now.
Yeah.
Go right ahead, go on.
Okay, so you just right on your homepage on Facebook, you just type in Career Development Institute, and it takes you to the page.
Nikita Hoston, MTV News.
As Grenada moves to further mitigate the effects of climate change, one local company is keeping its commitment to a greener environment. On Friday, Cooling Tech Limited launched a new air conditioning system that is environmentally friendly and energy efficient. The new system, Pure Line, is Blue Angel certified and an affordable line of rack equipment with zero ozone depletion and negligible global warming potential. Sales and marketing representative Gian Walcott says Pure Line is another intentional step made by Cooling Tech to ensure that they do what's best for our environment to secure a greener tomorrow.
Today we're going to hold true to that, as we're proud to announce the launch of one of the world's most environmentally friendly and energy efficient air conditioning systems called Pure Line. As you can see, Pure Line has a sleek and sophisticated design and comes in 12,000 BTU high wall and portable units. It also comes equipped with several features which prolong its lifespan, allow for optimal performance, and provide heightened comfort and convenience to the end user. What's an even greater benefit is its energy efficiency. We've tested the energy consumption of Pure Line utilizing an energy monitoring device. The report generated suggests that one can save between 30 to 35% on their electricity bill with Pure Line when compared to other units on the market. I don't know about you, but the lower the electricity cost, the better for me.
A supporting statement was made by Leslie Smith of the National Ozone Unit, or NOU.
This product here today, a product that falls within the ambits and the policies and legislation that the National Ozone Unit in the Energy Division of the Ministry of Finance and Energy is promoting. As part of our requirements under the Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete the ozone layer, Grenada is obligated to phase out the production and consumption of all ozone-depleting substances. In 2018, Grenada signed on to the Kigali Amendment to the Montreal Protocol, which addresses another group of chemicals that are not only damaging to the ozone layer, but contribute towards global warming. As a result of that, we have taken a policy shift to promote the use of natural refrigerants in the refrigerating and air conditioning industry. So several years ago, we were encouraging several of the importers of these types of equipment to move in that direction to encourage our people to use these appliances that use natural refrigerants.
Good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine. Thank you so much for joining us. I am your host, Oslin Crosby. It's Tuesday morning, Tuesday the 10th day of May, and it is the Tuesday after Mother's Day. It is when we have an opportunity to say happy belated Mother's Day to all mothers. I do hope that you did enjoy your Sunday, that day when the people you love would show you their appreciation in some token doing something special for you. I do hope that our mothers did enjoy their day. Your children also showed their appreciation in doing so many more. I'm hoping they did something special for you on Sunday. So to all our other viewers in the diaspora, listening to us at home, on the road, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure. We do enjoy being here with you to share with you. And we know that we have started a bit late. It's already 7:44 in the morning. So if you are preparing to head on off to work, now is the time for you to get out of the house. Please do so quickly. Do so quickly. You only have just about 16 minutes to get there on time. And remember, you need to get there before. I do believe, as we normally share with you every morning, we share the weather forecast. And I believe we don't have the Met Office online. So we were trying to get the Met Office so that we can share this morning's weather forecast with you, as we use it as an opportunity to help you plan your day. But we're still into the dry season, only a couple weeks away from the official start of the hurricane season. We know that when we get into that period, it is a period of uncertainty, and from all indications, it has started pretty early with that of we're seeing a system somewhere outside in the Atlantic, so we need to keep looking at it. Let's look at it. Nothing anywhere close to us. Nothing was shared from the Met Office. I know some people are a bit concerned, did make contact with me, but no, Met has not informed us of anything. So let us continue to be grateful for that. The sun is still outside. We had a beautiful day on Sunday. It appears that it's going to be another wonderful day today. Outside is going to be hot. So let's appreciate the good conditions. Let's appreciate the good weather that we are getting. So let us do that. As we said, once we are not getting any rain, we know that most people will be happy, but not our farmers. So we have been getting a little water in the morning or so, and I know they do appreciate that. But remember, because of the dry season and the extreme conditions, dry conditions, NAWASA have been doing their valve regulation, and we encourage you to please have your safety storage amounts there, because water can cut out at any time, sometimes when you don't even plan for it. Have been hearing many complaints from the public that water comes in 3 o'clock in the morning. It is difficult for a service provider. It is very difficult for NAWASA, having to balance everything, the essential places, the places that must get, like the hospital and then still ensuring that our homeowners are comfortable and can get to work and school and get their children and so out. So we have to try to understand, and that's the reason why they usually encourage that we do have that emergency storage amongst there. So let's be mindful of this, and let's always be prepared. So we don't have the weather. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, hopefully we get to speak to our first guest.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great. Can I use it to check my bill balance?
Absolutely. Let me show you. Enter your account number and Grenlec access number, and that's it. You can now check your balance, track your usage, receive outage alerts, and get updates from Grenlec in real time. You can even use the app to report a power outage or a fault with a pole or street light. Add as many accounts as you want. Track your business account, apartment rentals, and Granny's account, all in one convenient place.
Thanks, Susan. I'll be telling everyone I know about Grenlec's new app.
The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
The NAWASA app brings the power of NAWASA's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply. Rise and shine.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again today, Tuesday. It is our hope that we can get on to our first guest. It's now 7:49 in the morning, but unfortunately they just called to say that it's really, really difficult for them this morning. Hopefully we do get to speak to him at another time. That's the caretaker for the opposition party, Mr. Tevin Andrews. Hopefully we do get to speak to him at another time. But what we will do is share some information with you. We have been speaking during the year. We have been speaking with representatives of the Presentation Brothers College 75th Anniversary Committee on the various activities that they do have for this very, very special celebration. And it's the month of May. This month they have a May 2022 special event. It's a men's health fair on Saturday, May 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Ariza car park. So all men, remember, you don't have to be a past student or present student of PVC to take advantage of the services. They will be offering things like blood pressure and diabetes screening, mental health support, interactive health sessions, prostrate and nutrition health, and DM screening and counseling. So it is important that we do take advantage of that. It's going to be on Saturday, May 21st. And remember, it forms part of the PVC Grenada celebrates their 75th anniversary. I do believe now we have the Met Office online where we can get this morning's weather report. So we are grateful. Let's go over to the Met Office. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Ms. Crosby. And good morning to all viewers of MTV and listeners of Magic FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Tuesday, the 10th day of May 2022. At Point Selling, it is fair. A fresh breeze is from the east at 20 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 14.1 millibar, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature, 27.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity, 76%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.5 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night, 26.7 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had a trace of rainfall. The total for the month remains at 0.1 millimeter. Now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair and windy. Today's maximum temperature should reach 31 degrees Celsius. The wind should be easterly to southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. The sea should be slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tide is currently rising, will be high at 1:50 p.m. and low at 7:50 p.m. Sunset today 6:23, sunrise tomorrow 5:46. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be generally fair and windy. From the Maurice Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reporting.
Thank you so much, Jason. Ooh. Thank you so much, Jason. So we apologize here for that feedback. We're still getting it. That's the weather forecast for this morning. We do encourage you to use this information to help you plan your day. We are expecting, so I did not hear of any advisories or so, but it's important that we still be very, very mindful that while we are in the dry season, that things can change. Things can change and change quickly, and we're about to approach the hurricane season, the official start of the hurricane season. We have been hearing of a system outside, and we know that while there's a designated season for the hurricane season, it does not mean for the development of cyclones, rather, it does not mean that they cannot start before. So let's be mindful of this and let us be prepared. Remember, it is the right time for us to start cleaning our gutters, opening your drains, ensuring that you start tying down those missiles so that you may have outside your water tanks, and so ensure that they are cased in. So you do that, you build a structure around it so that it can stabilize it. And if we are affected by our system this hurricane season, that it would not become a missile and put you in danger, you and your family. So let's do that. It's also the time for you to do your assessment. Do an assessment of your home. Make sure that you think it's safe enough. You don't wait until you hear a system is coming for you to do your retrofitting work or for you to conduct that assessment. Now is the time for you to do so. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to introduce, we are unable to have a guest also from government, but what we're going to do is play a packaged program from government on some of the work that's ongoing within the system.
Avenue, we do have a box drain at 150 feet long with a retaining wall of 4 feet tall and 2 feet in height. Right? We about a week and 3 days in the construction in the project. The retaining wall is solid concrete. It's laced with 5/8 steel bars. And its matting is 30 feet wide with 1/2-inch steel bars, with 1/2-inch steel base. And the box drain is, right now the box drain is presently 21 inches wide. And there is about 8 to 9 inches in height from the road.
How many men with you?
Yeah.
I am Renisha Griffith, a proud resident of the Mungie Chinese Housing Project, originally from River Road. This area in the back of me, I am proud, I am privileged to have this, our shortcut to a grand road, River Road, the main road. Before time, this was a deplorable situation. It was mud, it was stone, it was a hop, a skip and a jump over, especially when the rain fell. We had our shoes damaged, we had our heels damaged, and worst of all, we had little sickness rising. We had mosquitoes, we had people falling, we had injuries. But today is welcoming, it is heartwarming. And at this point, there is nothing but to be thankful and grateful for this piece of infrastructure development that my MP put together. And at this point, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
I experienced telephone post was broken, and Grenlec had was to come back and put telephone posts around the place. Well, we have to see what's going on, because I mean to say the wall is high, it's true, but we have to do for beneficial for the people around. Yeah, so I didn't have a problem with the wall. Yes, it's high, but I didn't see a problem with it. Yes, it's a welcoming project, because I mean to say we've been what word I should use? It's like we've been seeing the river being flooded, River Road several times, going with certain vehicle, going with certain stuff. And what I could say is beneficial for the people around.
Quincy, you're one of the young entrepreneurs in the River Road area. You are along the riverbank. When it rains heavily, we know what happens when we have heavy downpours in terms of flooding of the area. There is a project now ongoing. How important do you see that in terms of future, in terms of mitigating the problem of flooding in the future that could, ease you some expense?
Well, the project is a good project, from the river coming to Hamburg, my business, It's not really nothing bad. It's a good development, because apparently if we have to move, the government will have to develop the place a little better, because you have more space. And as you see, the business and them around here most likely is large business, So I'm most likely looking forward to see they do it like how they say they're gonna do it. We're gonna get put back here better than what we even had, you know?
It's a project that you welcome.
Yeah, I welcome it, yeah, to protect the river road area and the river from coming on the road. And the development of the area too, that is something that's going to be happening because the road going to be uplift and the bridge is going to come in place. And I just hope even though they move the business, my business especially, they put it back very, you know, in a more, yeah, well, better, that's the word, better, yeah. Yeah, the flooding will be terrible, but most likely when my business never really get affected because if you look at it, it's very high off the ground. The flood does break by the bridge and you just come in the road and you'll be in a river. So 2 rivers does be in a river road. One does be in the road and one does be in a river. So this middle section here doesn't really get flooded. The flood does be in the road and the be behind the shop, you know. So I don't really get affected that badly, but it'll be very serious when you see that river coming down at the pace. You never know anything can happen.
Project is a very important project because remember in 1970 we had a small business here. And my mother in those days, when the river is coming and the river overflow, we had to put the sugar, the flour, the rice, everything was on top of the counter. And I remember my mom had an old Bosch fridge. And we had to lift up the Bosch fridge and put it on top of the counter because the building was low. And when the river flooded the whole yard used to be flooded and a lot of mud and a lot of stuff. So this project is a vital project. And it will protect the area and the community. And it will uplift the community. It's a very important project for the community. And I think that the government has done a lot. They have done a lot for the community. People do not see the good that the government does all the time. And oh, River Road this, River Road that. But since NMP government has done a lot for the community. And I praise them for the good leadership and the good insight that they have done for the community. Because a lot of people, when they come back, after they spend 30, 40 years away, they come back to River Road. They come to we because we are the older generation. We are the older heads of River Road. And because when we said, wow, look at Dabo, where we used to go from Mango, where we used to go from, and the Houston Steam, the Dabo people, and the majority of people in Dabo used to live on this side. Right? And it's around liquor room, and Grenada has developed. The country has developed. So I praise the government for the goodness of the project, and I praise that they continue to do the good for this country. People like to run down and complain, oh, the government didn't doing this, the government didn't doing that. But this government did a lot, and I praise them for the goodwill that they have done for the river, and we will not have that problem anymore, and we will not have to scrub down and get buckets of water to wash down the yard and call for fire truck and all that. So it's a very vital project. And I praise the government for enhancing the community and doing the very good for the community. And everybody will be happy, everybody behind will be at ease when rain season come about, and we will be good. So it's a very vital project.
Just share with us your sentiments on the construction of these steps as to how beneficial it is for residents as opposed to the conditions that you all endured prior.
All right. If you look at the back of you can see where we used to have access to a by road to come in here. I'm going to say thank God for the MP that gave us this initiative here. We wanted a step and he came, and it's beneficial not only for me or my family, but it's a whole community. Right now it's named the Long Step. I never knew that would have been the name, but it's the Long Step, and it covers a wide variety of persons on way top of the hill.
Apart from, you just mentioned that you all used to, cross over the stream there, but what was the conditions like, especially when it rains?
When you're in, you stay in. When rain come in, and when you're out, you stay out. You couldn't cross if rain come in because of the height of the water. And as you can see, it's a piece of the ravine they take to make the step, because it's all here was the ravine. The small piece of walk you're watching there, it's right to where it was there, and this is where you have to pass as narrow as you see there. So we are very grateful for that. Very, very grateful.
we had two phases of work, right? We had to demolish the old drain, and we two scope of work, and it's a box drain really. 200 and something feet of work, right? So, and we're near to completion, as you see.
So how long y'all started?
About 5 weeks ago.
You're also responsible for another bit of box drain, which is in Archibald Avenue. Can you give us the actual scope on that as well?
Yeah, it was 2 scopes by Ms. Bagan Singh, and it was 2 scopes. About 300 feet. The top, because the top from the top to the bottom side, to the bottom road, Archibald Avenue Road, from the top to the bottom.
And in the construction of these box drains, how many persons were able to gain employment?
Sometimes, according to, sometimes 8 persons, sometimes 6 persons, sometimes 10 persons, according to the challenges we have.
So much, and that there was a packaged program from the government. We were unable to have a guest this morning, but this pre-packaged program was sent off to us. So we shared it with you as to what's happening in the various communities, the different projects that government is undertaking. It is now 8 minutes past 8 o'clock. We will take another break, and when we come back, share some more information with you, and we conclude for today.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average usage has decreased.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are just joining us, you missed one of the prepackaged programs sent to us by government As we were unable to have a live guest on with us today, we also had a second guest in that of the caretaker for the opposition party, the National Democratic Congress. Mr. Tevin Andrews was also scheduled to be with us this morning, but he was unable to make it, had to call off, or rather had to cancel on short notice. So we do apologize for that, but we did have something to share with you this morning. And as we're reminding you, come May 21st, the Presentation Brothers College 75th Anniversary Celebrations Committee, they will be holding a health fair at the Ariza Car Park in St. George. Then they are encouraging all men to be a part of it. It is a men's health fair. We know that our men are usually the ones who always try to shy away from going to the doctor. We women love going to the doctor. Before something happens, we're going to run. Our men would always find a reason why they should not go. They would give you 500 reasons why this is happening and there's no need for the medical intervention. And usually when you do get to go, it's too late. So I would encourage our men, please, you have to take care of yourselves. Father's Day is coming next month, but we know that you are the head of the home. You are, in some cases, while yes, women are providing, you do provide too. And it's always better when two hands are clapping. If you're not taking care of yourself and you decide to leave the circle, it makes it hard on one to carry. So please take care of yourself. It is important to do so. And looking good is not just about dressing. It's about eating well, it's about exercising, it's about sleeping, it's about resting. It's important to do so. And men can also pamper themselves. But let us start with your health. Let us start with your health. And on May 21st at the Ariza Car Park, it is a Saturday morning, we encourage our men to go there. Find out about what's happening, what you should be eating. Prostate cancer is one of the main killers of our men. Please go and find out how to take care of that area, what you need to do. 40 and over, you're always encouraged every year to do your PSAs. Go there and do what you need to do. Take care of your family. Our men, take care of yourself so that you can take care of your families. Our men are important. Our children need our men. We just celebrated Mother's Day. Yes, we know that there are many women who are playing dual roles, but it is important. There's a difference when there's a father around. There is a difference, and I want to encourage. I want to continue to encourage our men. Please, please take care of yourselves. You don't overdo anything. Don't overeat the fast foods. Don't overdrink. The alcohol is not good. If you're smoking, that might be a good time to stop, because that one's not good at all. Some people are occasional drinkers, but we know what studies have shown that we do consume a lot of alcohol. Let's please see how you can cut back. Maybe if you do one beer a day, that you can cut back and every day. So maybe you cut down now to 3 days a week. If you're on a Fridays, we know that, which is usually our lineman days, you usually do what? You might do close to a case, then you go down to half case. You know, take care of yourselves, please. Please do so. We need our men around. So see how you can take advantage of that May 21st health fair for our men. Go out there and ask questions. You might be a bit concerned, a bit frightened, something's happening, and you don't want to come out openly because our men are filled with pride, and it's very hard for them to speak about those things. But you ask questions as though maybe it's a friend, but it informs you so that you can make better decisions. We need our men around. We don't have, according to, it's usually said that we have more women around than men, but I know the last census we did, there are more men in Grenada than women. But please, we need you around, so take care of yourselves. So without a guest, what we're going to do now, that is where we would conclude for the morning. We would thank you so much for being here with us. Always a pleasure, always sharing with us the feedbacks. And so all corporate entities, we say thank you so much for always supporting NAWASA, courts, even that of GrenLec, usually on board. We say thank you so much for always being there with us. And some of the other sponsors, the MTV team by extension, the extended family. Belated Mother's Day to you also. I don't think I said so last week. So happy belated Mother's Day to all. And remember, every day can be Mother's Day. Every day can be Father's Day. Every day, every month, every day can be Child Month. We take care. We have to learn to appreciate the people around us, our family. Because remember, a quarrel in no way means that we are no longer family. It's okay to disagree. It is fine to disagree. We're not supposed to agree on everything, but it's what we do, how we treat it. Do we what? Do we just blow it up? Do we attack each other? No, we don't. As I always say, we're supposed to be defending each other in public. When we go home, we deal with the issues. Let's take them apart then. Put them on the table, and we decide how we move forward. But family would always remain that element that's around. when no one else is there. And don't ever forget that. Never turn your back on family. That's the ones that you would see. They're the ones you would see when everybody else has departed from this. So it's important that you cherish the people around you who love you and who appreciate them. It's not hard to say that I love you every now and then. Remind them, not only on special occasions, do it every day, as much as you can. You may miss a day or two. And always remember, it's important to have the Most High at the helm of all that we do. You may get up in the morning, you may not be able to do the deep prayer as some of our more Christian, steadfast Christian people, but just saying thank you, Lord, for another day is telling him thanks for waking you up. Be grateful. Gratitude goes beyond the things that we can think about. Say thank you. It's too powerful, the most powerful words in the world. Say it. It goes a long way, and it helps others feel appreciated. Today, do something to help someone. Somebody may be having a bad day. You can listen to them. Remember, not be judgmental. Listen and offer the best advice. Do so. They may need a shoulder to cry on. Be that shoulder. Be that light today. Do something where you can help someone. I am Oslin Cross with the team. Sugars, Elton, Tanya, thank you so much again to all. We'll be back here with you on Thursday morning, God's will, when we will be sharing more information with you. We'll be having our guest on who will be here to share with all of us. Have a good day, everyone. Be safe. Remember, COVID is still outside. If you need to wear a mask, we still have some flu going around. If the children are exhibiting flu-like symptoms, please leave them at home and treat them. We don't want them to go into the school setting where they can spread because we're not sure whether or not they have it's COVID. We have a number of cases, over 700 plus cases of COVID around. While yes, we may not be under any restrictive measures, we can do our own so that we can take care of ourselves and keep ourselves safe. COVID is not out. We are not out of the woods, and it's not entirely gone. It's still around. So let's be mindful of this. Have a good day, everyone. I'm Oslin Crosby. We'll see you again on Thursday, God's will.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great. Can I use it to check my bill balance?
Absolutely. Let me show you. Enter your account number and Grenlec access number, and that's it. You can now check your balance, track your usage, receive outage alerts, and get updates from Grenlec in real time. You can even use the app to report a power outage or a fault with a pole or street light. Add as many accounts as you want. Track your business account, apartment rentals, and Granny's account, all in one convenient place.
Thanks, Susan. I'll be telling everyone I know about Grenlec's new app.
The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Rise and shine.
People from opposite sides often have good relationships, you know? Romeo and Juliet, Tony and Maria from West Side Story. What's his name in the Big Blue Chicken Avatar? I'm gonna bowl.